who I go ask, no matter where we see, so
this one now we need to look for.
No be me go talk, be heavy for mouth.
Young girls supposed to come out to play politics, not only for kitchen. Women supposed to end.
In those days, before people go marriage, you go teach them all this stuff. But for women, they use another, they end up training another person's children.
You want drive men to move.
You want to drive women.
Then who will come they ask for men equality?
You want to collect your husband, something from your husband. You should let the person know. And if you don't tell her, then that is stealing.
Understanding. You guys go take talk to your husband. You get look every man get your own responsibility.
We will get time talk. I'm not the politics we can talk on here now. We can talk with the program.
This program, one of the words, you don't get any political color. As the matter be program, and you give it a show.
Let us say SARS or police are the only problem we Nigeria get. People already close to going on. They want to tell them not true.
For ground and we are the shook mouth for any matter we say concern with society. They say for any country to better, see education, government, people need to shook eye put for the matter. So that's why today for matter for ground we won't shook mouth for matter we concern education for a country Nigeria. Make all of us jump the talker. Now me aka the village fine babe with plenty swag. Matter for ground, like I talk now, where the shook mouth for matter basically concern everybody. If the political matter, the shook mouth put. Education matter, like today own, so what shook mouth put, we shook mouth put. Money matter, family matter, as far. And be say, if all of us jump on talk the matter, it will make our society better. Now, head they put out this program, not be sure. That's why the matter is. Make you just chill. And they come, when we come back, we can talk to Tori with the program today. We're gonna stay. And they come.
Now who I go ask?
My name na Chief Senator in bracket Igo Yota Amori JP.
The program one we dey na matter for ground. My name na Honorable Oko Festo Chukuyem, member representing Eka South in the Hallow Chamber. By God's special grace, majority whip of the House.
My name na Dr. Kingsley M.
I be Reginald Bayoko, MNI, Delta State Head of Service.
Nekuna they watch matter for grant.
They beg on make on watch matter for grant. A corporation make rice full for porto.
Make una they watch this program. The Tori where they come here now, waiting the benefit now.
I beg make una they watch matter for ground.
The matter for ground. Now who I go ask?
Yes, so my people on the program with this the matter for ground, like I talk now, we shook mouth for matter we say concern with society. And today, Tori, we'll carry come today na education matter. We'll talk about how our educational system they work out for we country. They do enough. They say some persons so say education na scam, say to go school na scam because of waiting and waiting they see what they happen for we country. But today, one shook mouth put how true. If na scam and waiting government they do to see say people for this country believe in education, you know, see education again as scam. So the matter they for going to I carry my country sisters, they can join me, make all of us shook mouth for with the matter today as a concern education. So we work go and with them. I get with me comrade Pat Bemudio. I agree with you. Coming part. Okay, in she and a member of Civil Society Action Coalition Education for All. I greet you, comrade. You come follow us talk.
Thank you so much. My people, I greet you. Program. My education matter, we carry
come today. Okay, I also get with me Augusta Kenebo. I greet you, Augusta.
Thank you. Well done. Thank you.
Okay, Augusta also na the coordinator for Delta South, Abi, for the Civil Society Action Coalition Education for I greet you, madam.
Thank you. Now well done.
You know why would it we matter for pigeon for this program? We won't believe to carry everybody along. Say TV or radio, not be just for people who go school. Those who not still go school, not get the opportunity to go school, they still know what they happen for the society. Now make us get this program for TV, the matter for ground. So I really happy saying I can talk on education, because before now I don't talk issues matter we concern education for this program, because this program believe in education, so we preach education and matter. So happy to see people like you now, civil society, and don't come shook mouth for education matter. But like I talk for my intro, now hear me when I talk say some persons say education na scam. They don't get their own reasons. So but una as comrade, as civil society, as women, as mothers, make I hear when I get to talk about education. If na scam or not be scam.
Okay, thank you so much. Yes. My people, like what make us come here. This week the education week. The global don't set aside week to sensitize people on education, to let people know the importance of education, and to let the society know, and even our government to know what thing we go fit do to make this education reach for everybody, because our target na education for all. We know one side will get educated, the other side no go get educated. So now I make us come, I make them set out this week again to tell people, sensitize, create that awareness of the importance of education. So for those when don't see education as scam, that the opportunity to equally bring come out their mind for that area when they don't truth. Then they say education no be scam. Education they very, very important for everybody. And I make people say education, even from they say even that common, that normal one, when we say everybody suppose get that 333, at least the minimum standard for education when you suppose get 333. 333 that primary, primary school is 6 years. Then that of 3 years junior WAEC, when you come for junior WAEC, say at least minimum when you go get.
Okay, for them, for government now to say yes, we must go through this process. If for them, we believe say no be scam. Even to for them to give 1 week, to talk because to tell people about.
We don't see what's in there happen. Mostly our youths now. They when they see anything good about education now make them don't go bring that slant when they use that service the mind of many people say education now.
Yes, and that's what we will talk about. Like I talk, say for matter for ground, we lover of education. That's why there is anything education matter. Like I talk, my head will put out. But I ask you personal question now. Say you as a woman, as a comrade, as a civil society person, to you, what you going to talk about that word? What they say, I won't hear what you get to talk. We'll talk about education.
Education no be scam.
Why you talk like that?
By the time when I go tell you write your name, some people go even go bank to fill check. They no go fill that check. To spell their names, they no go spell their names. Now that time they go know say education no be scam.
But we get some people will not still go through the school process. Madam, you feel shook my put because now family matter they talk. Some people not go through that school.
They not go through the process, but they had to learn how to write their names. Now to show you say their education they very, very important. I just use that small one because if you go back, we they see them and we they love them. So when I say education and scam, write your name.
Okay, Moko here for money. I'll just get to talk for them before we talk on the matter.
Okay, education not be scam. That word scam. What did they talk? Be say, even if you go all the school, see your life how you be. Then those who not go school get money. That matter matter of what you get, what you people they see say you don't achieve because say you not go school, and those who go school they not get anything to show. Now it be this scam thing where they talk about. But now it be say because even people they talk education as scam. If you see some of them go school. All these boys where they say now the thing where they talk be say. Which money you make? My papa go school, go all the school, read all the book, but you know if you feed in family, you know if you build house, you know if you do anything. Now it be this scam thing where they talk. Say okay, why you go waste your time for school? You do primary, you do secondary, you do university, you come out. Even somebody when all do all those, you not pass through all those school. don become somebody, don build house, na him even employ you, na him be the thing, na him be that scam thing wey dey talk. No be say to go school no good. So to me, education no be scam at all. We no go sit down. Education dey very very important. Now is like when you dey build house, you put pillars, get thing wey dey put, wey dey take dey make house dey stand. Na education dey make am like that, because even any money wey you wan even make, some people you go fit count the money, you go fit write, you go fit read. So education no be scam.
Okay, like you talk, madam, because for this program we dey talk am the way it be. You don't agree, say wetin make them dey talk say education na scam, say maybe don't suffer, because we know say we don't go through that process, no say no easy, to go through the process, say they get education. So when someone who don't suffer, don't go through this process and he come out like he talk, you feel be professor, nothing to show. Why someone don't even go anything, I get money to show? For you, nothing is enough for them to say yes. Say
no. That say you go school, no mean say you no go make money. It depend on individual. You see, people wey don't go school, they get money. People wey go school get money. So it all depend on school. Wetin school they do for you? Be say, you don't learn those things where they learn. Go put am, make it dey work for you. Might be the major thing where they there. Say professor not get money, no mean say now because he be professor, now make am not get money. Now individual thing, because you don't learn, use that knowledge where you don't learn, put am for work. Even if na person wey got money na they work for, no, they call am consultants. No, the person go pay you. So na individual thing where like somebody like me, where I go school, I know wetin I dey use my school dey, my brain dey help me. I dey put am to work.
No be scam for you.
So not be scam, I dey put am to work. So that you see somebody now, what they call now honest living. Now be another thing wey be this scam. So people go school, they feel say corruption dey bad. I no go put my hand for corruption. I no go collect the one wey not be my own. I no go dey greedy. I no go dey shook my eye for somebody. Now it make you see people wey go school, they think and twice before they go do something. If I do this thing, they go spoil my name. So those people believe say their reputation, their name, their name better pass say you get money where you not get them in a good way. Now be another thing. So this scam, you say people when they look and say anyhow when you get money now money. No. But person when go school go no say better say I use my hand work, I no go collect the one will not be my own, will go put me for trouble. That be the difference of this scam or no scam.
Yes. Madam don't talk well. So they taught us say education is not about you making money, it's about your person.
Knowledge.
Yes. Making decisions, how you live your life for society. So that's why when you see some persons, they act, they behave anyhow. They say this one will be go school, because even for the education you go, so they say for the certificate, most of me are not go, but I don't hear G say for what they call certificate paper they will give you when you finish school. They write and say you did okay, both for learning and for character and everything. So being educated is not just money alone, about your person and how the society they see you. So that's what madam don't talk for the program. But we will sharply go break. When I come back, we're going to talk about what the government they do to see say the quality of our education for Nigeria better for all of us. We'll go break and they come.
The matter for ground, now who I go ask?
Like I talk say. They don't put 1 week to talk about education. So that's okay. Today, make I talk about education. Or may I say, bring people when civil society, obviously they get body and get mind for education and matters. So I greet National Day for a program. So make I meet Madam Augusta. This celebration for this week, just give us one gist about that.
Okay, this week, now what did they do every year? What did they call annual events? What did they call Global Action Week on Education? Now what's in done they on for 25 this year they make 20 years where this thing done they on. Now what's in countries where sign agreements where say all of us we will go back to our countries, make sure say things what they call things concerning education that they take care of, those things where they go sign. Don't like when people go come together they go agree. Like people where they cooperative or where the association will say, see what go they guide us, see what we go they do for each other. So now so this group, come together globally, say every week, every year, say they're going to mark global program. And this year they can say, the area where we go look this year, where they very, very important, be say, make we invest in a just world. This world means say for our country, make we put more effort. Invest means say, I want put things more to something where they do, like mama, papa, where they trade. You go say, I do not say this is my business. Make I put money inside, make it grow. Now they call investments. You know, so the word they say today, you know, for this global event, make you invest in a just world. Then you get one grammar where they call them decolonization of education financing. That decolonization, the way we they look and be say, make we allow everybody. You know, you get some people. Remember olden days we go put people. They say these people na their slave. Na people where they control. You know that decolonization. We say allow people, allow countries, allow states. Make them use their hand. Look how much money where they will keep aside for things we concern education. Whether na local government or whether na state or whether na for the country. Now this thing they talk say as they read and they call and say invest in a just world, decolonization of education financing now. So now be the
okay. This matter, this topic, this team. So like they talk now over 20 years now or now 20 years now they talk. So means a serious matter to make investing in a just world, and they can talk about decolonizing education finances. So they talk about how government they put eye for money matters to help education, but we don't talk about the quality of education for this country. They say we get standards, but we talk about the quality. When I bring people who live inside education, they tell me say the quality of education say they drop every day. And one of the matter with the sugar mouth probably say the financing of education. So when I tell me, when I get to talk about how governments they put money for government for education.
Thank you so much. Now, like I said, they equally use this opportunity. This week, they equally sensitize and they tell our government on the need to invest more on education.
Yes.
Because if you notice the cry, like they say, for the past 20 years, they don't they hammer on this topic. They stress on this topic, on the need to invest. Add more money in the budgeting. As you dey budget, they set aside this percentage for this percentage for this. Make we invest, add more percentage for education. Because our education system, they suffer. You check what is the reason, money. As when they when go strike for months, when enter year, now because of the money matter. Federal government no agree add money, no agree give them waiting them work because there is no money. If you tell them, they go say where they go bring that money, because everything about government na budgeting. If they no budget for something, they no go fit spend them. So now make we they say if any time every year when they do budgeting, make them increase the budgeting allocation when they allot for education, make they increase them so that you go accommodate, take care of the educational system and the people when they the system, the people now people when they teach them. Like we they say, the education when we they talk, not be just for the tertiary institution. Now from both primary to secondary to tertiary, and we they talk. So the money when they bring out the budget, they too small. If you check, the money no go even take care of the environment. You go come some school, you go see some children they sit down for grant.
Okay, learn. Back to the I come in. Back to the money they talk about when they allocate for education. Like here, they say in October, say our last president. So he say through the National Assembly in October, proposed 1.79 trillion for the sector. I say that one they represent about 88% of the total budget proposal of 20.5 trillion proposal. So if they give 1.7, it's 8.8% of the 8%, yes, of the total budget.
We are saying increase education budgeting to 20%. 8.8% is not even up to 10%. what will 8.8% do? See, increase the budgeting of education to 20%. We don't talk the importance of education, not be just the certificates. If we get good educated people for this society, our society, all this corruption when we dey talk, no go dey eat us
because up. During the time of the ASU strike, when I bring the come here, and they talk about, say, government said they no fit just focus on education, you know, they get other sectors where they go see put money.
And when they say prioritize education, other sectors like what? We are thinking of, you know, like even in economy, scale of preference. And even in your home, your priority, say prioritize education, and that is a crime. Where they carry education go put, they very very low. Bring the education up, step them up. Make education they very very important for your budgeting, and you go see results. No be you go children go enter school today. The numbers of days when they take them out of school. Then they pass the number of days when they take this school.
Okay.
Because there is no money, there is no proper budgeting for education. Prioritize education. Increase the budgeting allocation to education. That is what.
Okay, I didn't see Madam Augusta the shake head. Make I hear what you go get to talk on this matter.
Okay, my sister don't really hit and well. You know, sensitivity. Now they talk say the corner. Now they call say the corner where they put and where they put education. Would they say maybe they bring them out? You know, I know say government get many things where they want put money, but we say if you put money for education, you go pay well. Person will invest in education. They say if you say education they expensive, make you try ignorance. So if you say education not there, but even for our own, we will get children. We know if you train one child, you not train one child. If you look two of them, you will not say you know they not be the same thing. You know. If you say person will go school, not they better than the person will not know at all, na better. You go see how person will not go school the way they do things, and person will go school you go see how they do things. So now matter what would they say? Why not? Okay, that 20% maybe now it be the 15 to 20%. You know, like when you get 1,000, it's okay. Make you bring out 10%. Now it be 100 naira. So if you make out 15%, now it be 150. If not 1,000 naira, so now it be the percentage where would they look? So you not even reach 10%. So if you not give them education, where we say now it be the thing where go even help other sector. Somebody will go school, where sabi read, where sabi write. Somebody go fit contribute. Say Nigerians now they come out, they go other countries, people they go learn, come back. You don't see how their country they good. That better way would they look for. People they go outside there because they value them, because they know something. They don't know something, they go they value them. Our doctors when they come out, if they go there, they go do better. Our children will go leave this country. If they go there, they go see how they call them a robot for Nigeria. But when they go outside there, they do very very well. When they talk say our country na country where we say if we put money for education, wetin will go? Wetin like somebody where plant seed, where plant cassava or plant yam, when e grow, you go see say you go feed everybody.
You know, like what you talk about, say they put money for education. Like I always talk about education matter for this program. I remember one time some persons also talk with the for education system say they get so much corruption. The way would they talk about corruption for Nigeria, say it's still there for inside the educational system. That's why people like say the one they put so we know they see them with our eyes. So which they use, you know, that allocation they do.
When you say corruption, the educational system. Say the money when they put, they know they see them. No be the people when they the system. No be the lecturers. No be the money. Now the people when they release the money, the management of the fund. People when they manage that fund, like we said, they don't budget 8.8%. They don't budget 8.8%. At the end of the budgeting year, we did release that money. They cannot even release up to 5% of that money to the people, and that is this decolonizing educational finance. If you budget for this money, take it to let it hit the targets. You understand me? Not in paper. Most times when we see now for paper, you know they actual. So make the money the way when they take stack am for one place. No, take am down to the grassroots, the one that is budgeted for primary school. Take am to primary school sector, the one for secondary school. Take am basic, the one for tertiary. Just put am like, no just put am stack am for one place. Then one head go come sit on am.
Okay.
So the corruption no be for the school system, na the release of the fund.
People dey for the government.
Yes, but dem go tell you say approval dey different from release. They don budget am. You right, dem release the money.
Okay, Madam Augusta, I get what you want to talk about that one forward.
Yes, so it is very, very important. In fact, as you ask the question, the less with me well, because one thing again where this year they talk about, they talk about expenditure. Say how we go they monitor, make we see how the money where they even release, how they take spend them. And that's now if you want to waste Sekefa, they also do.
Yes.
You know, they monitor to see whether okay, una say una go do 10 things this year. And at this area, now una say una go do this thing. Una do am, how una do am, which progress una don't make. Now be the thing. So when if we talk about how the money they call expenditure, how una even spend the one where they even bring, because the one again where would they even get, we say the little way we get. How would they even they spend them? Would they spend them for the team where we say now what they give the money for? And if now what we give the money for, would they spend them? Would they spend them where we chop more? Can't take small, can't want to do the work, and you see say the work not do well. So the people, whether they call the citizen, we also are the civil society, are the citizen. They talk say, this thing one I say when I want to do, we not see them, they not do them, or this thing one I say when I do. If you look the money one I put, say when I want to do them, and what would they see for grant, or what would they see for like they say okay they won't build school. We come there, we see how things be. So now it be something where we say they bother us as civil society, and I want to they monitor too. They make sure say government the thing where they say they won't do, say they do them well.
Yes, it's the time that you talk about how they use or know waiting to use the money for, because and sometimes when they talk say one of the questions where they ask say, do these government people or people they for inside this government, so if they actually know the importance of education. Because I read now say Buhari for one of the summits, Beg say make one of the global summits on education in the United States. Beg say may they even increase them before to about 50%. You understand? Then the next 2 years by 100%. So when you hear things like that, you show say okay maybe they know the importance of education for society to grow well or develop. Mostly as this country for Nigeria, our own people they travel out of the country. So back to the talk, or even when those lecturers come that time, they say if actually government know what education field do in terms of the growth and betterment for our country, they no go allow students and even teachers or lecturers stay house for over 1 year or 1 year. You understand? Because they say we be saying now for you to become president, because most of us will have to discuss the issues when they're on ground before you talk about solution. When you as a president, what do you need? What do you need to come into power now? What's it called? Primary certificate or work certificate. So how you want to now say yes, we need to actually shook eye. So one of the things they talk, say blessing now is a way to say for you to run for any position, you at least you should have what's it called? A BSc. To run, so you will know how you know understand. So because when you not get time, anybody can just go, you be living certificate person for my hair, or you be SSC, you can't the rule say they will need to bring those implementation. And also say if they actually want the growth of education for the country, they will not allow these politicians children go abroad, go school. See if they are really there, maybe this increase and implementation of financing for education, you go help us, and quality go increase. For that one.
Now so now the same thing they
talk, yes.
Sister. Say if they prioritize education for this country, because the truth for teachers, if you are talking of the primary school, we get teachers. If you are talking of the basic secondary, we get teachers. If you are talking of the tertiary, we get teachers. but they are not being encouraged. That is the financing. The main problem is financing, and that is why they keep hammering on financing. And again, that's if you know the amount, what it takes to travel abroad to go study. If they spend all those money for Nigeria, maybe our economy will improve. But we are taking our resources outside. Because those people are the hem of our, and not only they will afford. Me as I did, I go feel afford send my pikin go school. Person will not get money. No.
Yes, that's back to what you they talk now. Yes. Say for our team now is the education for all. Govt say now to get quality education you don't turn for the rich alone. And even the poor is not to get quality education.
So that be the thing when we carry go, they go hammer, they sensitize, they educate people. Say education for all. Make the environment conducive for people to study. Provide the basic things they need to study. One is environment, the basic needs. And we can't do all this thing with just talking. We need what? Financing. If you not increase, if you not capture them, because government, they don't like I said, they don't chop government money like that. They don't spend government money. It must be budgeted. So if you not put them for budget, if you like sharp from morning till night, they go tell you say they inside the budget, so they no go fit implement them. So capture all these things inside budget. Make things for good, so that even common man like this language we speak now, you see, make we use pidgin, so that people when they even the village, everybody go understand what we dey talk. So if they make education like that, so that everybody, whether you get money or whether they work for oil company or they work for bank or be civil servant or you be business person, you go fit educate your child.
Okay, with the way the matter be now, we're talking about even the poorest educate their pikin. I remember one commissioner for education come, and at that time they say, according to him, say that time they not get money now from work in mama they do, but he went to government school from the primary basic to even the university, and today he can't turn professor. You understand? So I ask him, see, if that time you get this quality education from the primary to basic, what do you get to talk about this time in education from the basic self? When you go overpopulated, you talk about one problem we face now. Teachers, they say, we over here one was a teacher's a reward now for heaven, because that's enjoyment you're supposed to enjoy as teachers in not day for country. Then you go. When you talk about quality of education, like you said, the environment too, where these children they learn. And also you make mention of there's some places where you go for this country,
they don't
get chair to sit down, they sit down for ground. And while some you go before, you get either 40 or 30 or 20 students not supposed to do for one class. But now when you go to these government schools, you go see crowd for inside class. At that time they affect the quality of education they get. Madam, make I talk, because those are the problems we need to actually talk about. We don't raise so Madam Augusta talk for that matter.
Okay, if we look the aspect of quality education, the truth be say, even if we get teachers, we not still get enough. Because the standard, if we follow them like you talk, in around maximum 25. 25 supposed to do one class. But when you have class where you get 70, 80, 100, and now one teacher they there, the people where not go learn go pass the people where they learn for one class, and what they cause it be say, one, if they not make provision for classrooms, they not build class, even the old one where they rain, they build the children there. So if you see what they happen for education sector, not be something where you go there happy, especially public school, not what you go there happy about. So what would they talk and where would they bring them, make them see, make them know, because not be say they know they try. You see, I must give it to, we'll not come here to come praise government, but we thank God for what we don't see so far, because these few years, I'm not like you change this day. You go see, at least if you see class, if you see where children they be like those where they private school. If you look at like that, they build them
for where
for Asabade now across the states.
Okay,
and
for
they talk about
Delta
Delta.
State, yes.
Yeah, they talk about Delta. At least the one way I don't see. I know say get some other places where they by where they beat children for class, so you know. But at least you know my belle sweet me say some old schools where I don't see say they don't change, they even demolish, build new one. Children they happy. They sit down for chair and the classroom look like somebody where they private school. That one they good. But what would they talk? Be say whether they say Oliver ask for more, would they say make they still put this issue of prioritizing? You know that prioritizing, that grammar be say maybe they look into education. It is very important. This way they happen. Mama no fit, papa no fit send in child go school these days. If you go school because they go ask her, they will tell the pikin bring this one, bring that one, bring that one. And the parents no get money to bring all those things. So public school where we say we suppose they open for the people to they attend. They don't even they feed the attendant. Now you know. So issue of teachers now waiting where concern us well. Because if we even post them go rural school, many of them no go feel, no go want to they go there, go live or go to teach children. So problem really there for this education financing.
Okay, we now do well. At least we don't talk plenty of the problem. So we'll go break more because they say no problem for this life will not get solution. When you know the problem, at least we will know how to arrange body, you know, to get solution for that problem. So we don't talk some of the problem we say we get when it comes to science education for we country. And when this week they try to tell people and even tell government, you know, about this we will call them challenges. But we'll go break now. We'll come back. My people for studio, they will tell us what I'm waiting. They tell people or tell government too what they need to do to see we get quality education and see education day for all, and the financing of the education day well for everybody. So we'll go that break. When I come back, we'll go continue the matter.
The matter for ground. Now who I go ask?
My name now Chief Senator in bracket Igoyota Amori JP.
The program one we do now na matter for ground. My name na Honorable Oku Festo Chukuyem, member representing Eka South in the Hallow Chamber. By God's special grace, majority whip of the House.
My name na Dr. Kingsley Emo.
I be Reginald Tayoko, MNI, Delta State Head of Service.
Nekuna they watch matter for ground.
They beg on make on watch matter for ground. A corporation make rice food for Porto.
Make una they watch this program. The tori wey they come here now, waiting the benefit now.
I beg make una they watch matter for ground.
The matter for ground. Now who I go?
Yes, so my people don't come back and the program, but this the matter for ground. We talk about education for the program today because we know, say, for any society to better, the way we want Nigeria better, all of us need, including government, need to sugar for education matters. We don't talk about education. That's why we still in studio to talk about this matter. Ways when a government, you know, will help us to say the quality, you know, stay increased more than the way it be. So even as this week, now week of education. Okay, now I still get my people here. I get Pat Bemudu. I greet you.
Thank you so much.
And a comrade and also member of the Civil Society Action Coalition Education for All. I greet you, madam.
Yes, thank you so much.
I get this woman, last time we come my program, so she smiled to the end of the program. She don't start today again, but it's good. It's good to smile. I greet you, madam, comrade Augusta Kenebo, right?
Thank you.
Okay, she now the coordinator, Delta State South Civil Society Action Coalition Education for All. I greet you, madam.
Thank you. Now well done.
Okay, now we don't talk so much or the palava or wahala when never make we get that quality of education from the primary level even to university or high institution where you go call tertiary level. But like I talk, anytime we get a problem, get solution. So we don't talk about some of the issues we face for educational system for Nigeria. So we're not going to talk about way forward. Waiting, we as people, get to talk about ways we will fit, help improve the system. So we can hear from Augusta first.
Okay, my people, you see, say the matter where they talk, even say we call governments, because now education now our rights. They call them fundamental human rights. Means say now waiting government supposed to give children. If you go other countries, children not they pay for any, not they pay to go school, not they even pay school fees. They give them. Now waiting government they do for them. Now it make us, if we start this matter, first of all, now government with the face they talk, say now them supposed to now either like Father Christmas. Now what they supposed to they give us for free, not be what we supposed to they pay for, because now our rights. Until you read the time where we say we go they come they pay tax, when we go they work, they go they collect the money back. So what would they thought be say number one be say make governments take education matter serious. It matter serious. So make they increase the money where they put, whether they call budgets for education. Now it be number one. Number two, you get other people where they important for this education matter, whether they call stakeholders, especially at the community level, and people where they call civil society. Important they say make they also shook eye. Put eye, they see what thing they happen, and make they support the system. You where they build, even the one what government they do for community level, how would they manage them? How would they look them? How would they put maths? You there, teachers know they come school, you keep quiet. Your pikin say, "Mommy, I not learn today. Oh. Our teacher not come. Oh. Our teacher come, they sleep. Oh." You go say, "Okay, leave them now. What we go do?" What will they talk? Say everybody go put hand for this matter for education. If you go work, so you where they there, where they listen to us. We be leader for community, or we know what's in the happen for education. You go say you go they shook mat for education matter. They look what's in the happen, and to they talk. Now they call speak out. Open your mouth, talk. Say this thing where they happen for my community. You know they good, I not like them. My children know they learn, or they know they learn, or our schools see what thing they happen. Because sometimes government not there everywhere. They're supposed to there everywhere at the local level, but they not there all the communities. So another way when we go solve this matter is say you and me could they put math for education matter. They talk and they support the little way where you fit make education improve. Because if you they put hand for the matter and government they do the one where they go do, you see say the matter go change past the way when it did now.
Okay, more go hear from comment part.
Thank you so much. Now the same thing. This one I make we hammer and more. Say the first solution now to increase the budgeting. The money when you dey budget for education, increase them. Our target now 15 to 20%. Make you start from so like that 50% now okay, do am 15. Maybe the next year if you do am 20%. Now I'm be wanting for government. And again, like my sister talk. Though some people, there are some communities when you they see say even their sons and daughters they help build schools. I don't see some community when they do. So now we they still call under communities. When you don't make camp, you don't get money, come invest for your community. Help develop. Look that school where you go for your community, or even when you know when near you or when that your community, go that school. Wait till we I feel support. How I want to take support so that children when they come this school, then go fit. When they come, then go settle down, then go read very well. If there's people with sons and daughters of community, make them take support. And again, wetin go make this our education system make it really dey gidigba. Now make them put them as a law. If it become law or policy, it go stand. But if you just dey talk am like this, talk finish, you no go fit stand. Make them make am as policy. If you are a political office holder for this our country, train your children for this country. If me, as the president, or as governor, or as commissioner, or as somebody when get say I get my children dey school for country. When they talk anything matter, any matter when concern education, I go support because I know say my children dey. But when my children no dey here, wetin concern me? Even if children dey out of school for 9 months, e no concern me. They enter school the same year, then go there second year. Your own child when dey outside the country don graduate, but then go dey for second year for 4 years. So make them make am as policy. if you're a political office holder for this country, put your pikin for school for here. Na be another one. And again, we when be parents, when they house, because na solution when we make our educational system make it stand gidigba. Help too, if because some like for our state here we get free education to an extent.
Yeah.
So if you dey talk, because na CB na so we dey talk, we get free education to an extent. Because e get some people when if I dey waka for road and I see you a child or I dey office, a child carry underage carry something, and when I check my time I know say you suppose dey school by this time, I go give you warning and I go tell you make you go tell your mama or your papa. Next time when I see you, I will come arrest your mama or your papa. So you go see some, I go see them if I report my area. I go see some children when I no go school, they say they no pay school fees. I say which school fees? Then they one corner say na private school. The mama no get money pay school fees. I go say well government don't provide school. Go government school. Na free. Na book you go buy. You go know say na money to buy book we dey look for. Very soon, like as we dey even advocate, we dey even use the opportunity to dey beg government. Then they do am before. Government can buy exercise books, go give. Government sef can buy, if we get library, equip our libraries. When I dey primary school for my community, we get library. Equip library. When we say books, even if I no get money to buy textbook, if they give me assignment, I go library, go do my assignment. For schools, we fit get library. We go enter library, go do. So make government equip school library. If we no get open library for school, buy books put there. Suppose so that some people when we say they no even get money to buy book, go fit, go read. Pass am. Now this one na solution. Again, like I say, parents, I dey use this opportunity dey tell parents, abeg carry your children put for government school. Forget all this private school when we say then they say na private school then they charge. Forget them. Go government school. Carry your children waiting. Go government school. And I come dey talk, dey beg. E get some of our schools when we say then build. Abeg make dem go renovate. Make when a place is okay, a child can conveniently go to school. And you would like make I go school, but when the place no dey conducive, child no go school. Na solution we dey look for. Again, my sister mention that when they say some community, interior communities, if you post some teachers go there, they no go wan go because the place dey interior. Maybe waiting the money wey they pay them no go reach. They want a place where we say that go fit they do something. So if you increase the remuneration, that money when they pay teachers, increase their money, say give them incentive. People when they go community school, give them incentive. You go make them go school.
Madam Comrade, you don't talk plenty, and Comrade Augusta, we don't talk plenty, and want to believe say people they listen to both parents, government, even you will be picking too. They send go school. May no see education they good. So if they send you go, you know na public or na private to shook eye for the books. When you go come out, it will come out. Better people like my people I get for studio, so they come from me. So if they don't get something for head to talk, they don't go come here, come talk. I been about my people. So we'll talk out today for the program, the matter for. I can quickly thank my people who come for me talk. I want to thank Comrade Pat Bemudu. I greet you. She's a member of the Civil Society Action Coalition Education for All. I greet you. Also, I thank Comrade Augusta Kelebo,
South coordinator.
in a Delta South Coordinator, a Civil Society Action Coalition Education for All. I greet you. Now do well, so they give you time for issues like this that affect society. Now do well. God bless you now. Okay, now so we'll come to the end of today's program, The Matter for Grant. I want to believe we'll learn so much as a people, even as a government. Make you now watch us for YouTube, The Matter for Grant. Watch Also, the Matter for Ground for Facebook. Until again, I will come your way with matter concerned with society. Now me aka the village fine babe with plenty swag. Asalotuna. Now bye bye.
Now who I go ask? The matter where we see so.
This one now we to read for ground.
No be big or talk, be heavy for mouth.
Young girls supposed to come out to play politics, not only for kitchen. Women supposed to.
In those days, before taking go marriage, you go teach them all this stuff. But for women, they use another, they end up training another person's children.
I want drive men to move.
They drive women.
When they ask for men equality.
You want to collect your husband, something from your husband. You should let the person know. And if you don't tell her, that is stealing.
Understanding. The guy go take talk to your husband. You get look every man get your own responsibility.
You will get time talk. I'm not the politics we can talk for here now. We can talk with you for ground.
This program one of the words so you don't get any political color. As the matter be for ground, you will show.